All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Hawakakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And I want to say Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, it's your brother Karate Design back with another lesson through the Spirit of Power Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And the title of this lesson is According to Your Works, man. All right, this lesson can go many ways. It can go in the ways of how Israelites are going to get paid back for the things that they do in righteousness, truth, and sincerity. It can go into the way the wicked is going to get paid back into their works and wickedness. And it can go into basically you receiving your judgment for the things that you do on this earth and in your past life, the things that you've done. All right, so I'm just let whatever the Lord wants to come out, come out. And my first precept I have is Proverbs 11:31. Behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, much more the wicked and the sinner. All right, and that word recompense, okay, in the footnotes of my Bible it says rewarded. All right, so every man, righteous or wicked, is going to be rewarded with something. All right, every man, righteous or wicked, is going to be rewarded with something. All right, and your reward is your judgment from Yahweh Shem outside. All right, and your reward, Lord will you are a righteous man or woman. All right, is going to be salvation and a crown of life, man. All right, and for you wicked people, all right, going towards this, these words are for the 2/3 of our people. Your judgment is going to be a thermonuclear missile. All right, and those thermonuclear missiles are going to do this for you. You're gonna burn with Esau and in this world, all right? Because this is what you put your heart to. You love so much, all right? Instead of loving righteousness in the ways of Yahweh Shem outside, which is righteousness. And you're gonna get what it is that you deserve. So according to your works, man, let me find this right quick. All right, so this is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12, and this is the reward for the wicked, man. All right. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh Shem outside will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. All right, these nations have fought against you, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Even your own people has fought against you, man. All right, now how have they fought against you? By doing things that are not in accordance with the law, but in accordance with the wickedness of this world. I'm gonna say, in this for an example, making music that only speaks on wickedness, as far as adultery, killing and shooting your brothers, selling drugs to your brother, all right, selling drugs in general, all right. Those things show forth hate and wickedness towards your people, all right. So that's how Israel has fought against Israel in a small sense. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouths. All right, that's the judgment of the Lord for the wickedness of the people that have fought against Jerusalem. 2/3 of our people and these other nations, man. All right. Now, this is in Second Esdras. All right, the second chapter. this is the second Ezra, the second chapter in the 42nd verse. I'm starting at 40. Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up of those of thine that are cold and white, which have fulfilled the law of Yahweh Shem Shai. And going is to fulfilling the law of the Lord, all right, is faithfulness, all right, is being loyal, is being diligent, is being obedient, okay? And those are all things that you have to put forth diligence into work, okay? All right. The number of thy children whom thou longest for, which is the elect, all right, is fulfilled, beseech the power of Yahweh by Shemi Shai. That thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed, the elect, all right. As Ezra saw upon the mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with song. All right, and in my footnotes in my King James Bible, the Apocrypha, it has Revelation 7 and 9. Lord will get that. All right, and this is the reward for righteousness. Okay, and in the midst of them, there in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel, and he said, what are these? He answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now they are crowned and receive palms. So that's what you get. That's your reward, man, according to your works. All right, putting off the mortal, putting off the way of this world, and putting on the mortal, putting on the spirit, man. Okay, all right. Let me go into, I believe it's Colossians. Yep, this is Colossians chapter 3, verse 1. This is how you put on the mortal, man. It says here in my footnotes, the new life and the Mashiach, all right? So this is Colossians 3 and 1. If ye then be risen with the Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. So in order to seek the things that are above, your mind has to be on the immortal. Your mind can't be on the mortal, okay? Your mind can't be on the ways of the world. Your mind can't be on the thoughts of this life and prospering here and living here another 20 years. Verse 2 says, set your affection on things above, not on things of the earth, because we know that this thing is this world, all right, and everything that's within it is going to pass away, all right. Esau is going to try to give you a RFID chip, all right. He's already trying to jab you up, and most of you jakes have already taken that to be back into the normalcy of the world, which is you continuing in your wickedness, man. Okay. Verse 3, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Mashiach. You are dead to this world, man. All right. You are no longer living to the deeds of this world, okay? All right. Putting off that mortal and putting on that immortal, like Ezra saw those men, okay, on Mount Zion getting crowned by the Lord, Yahweh Shai, okay? That's their reward. That's what they did that work for. When Hamashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. All right. Those new bodies, all right, those spiritual powers, those crowns, okay, that comes with the glory of being with the Lord, man. All right. This is how you put on, the immortal. All right. Verse 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanliness, inordinate affection, evil conception, it's a lot, I can't say that word, right? And covetousness, which is idolatry. All right, and the scripture saying Hebrews 13 and 5. I'm gonna grab it instead of just quoting it. This is Hebrews 13:5. Let your conversation, which is your conduct, right, be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he has said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee, right? So the Lord is always going to be with you. So there's no need to be, covetousness. All right, I have that covetous spirit. Plus, we know within the law it says not to covet. Not to covet your neighbor's things, such as wife, his handmaid, his ass, his ox, his home. And then looking in it in modern terms, don't covet what your neighbor has as far as his house, clothes, his car, his woman, his kids. Things that Jake has that Jake sees on TV, and they be like, I want that, but they don't have it. But they break their neck to get it. They sell their soul to get it. Verse 6 again. For which for which things the for which things sake the wrath of Yahweh comes upon the children of disobedience. And the children of disobedience are the ones that's going to receive those thermonuclear missiles, or are those ones that's going to be out here during the famine eating one another, all right? Or they're going to be the ones that's being raped and pillaged, kicked out of their homes, killed in their homes, their children taken from them, or whatever judgment the Lord has for you, because this is the place under the sun is judgment. Let me grab that right quick. I know it's in Ecclesiastes. I need to find it. Just give me a second. I'm looking for it. Give me a second. All right, it's Ecclesiastes 3:16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. All right. So living here is where you're going to receive your judgment, man. All right. You're going to receive either salvation, or you're going to receive a missile or some type of horrible death, man. All right. And we know that nobody that was innocent perished, man. All right. According to Job 4:7, which I'm gonna grab right quick. This is Job chapter 4, verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where with the righteous cut off, even as I have seen they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. All right, you plow iniquity and sow wickedness, you're gonna receive what is that your just judgment, man. Okay, all right. If you're out here killing your people, all right, committing adultery, eating shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster, all right, smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, just being a niggard, all right, being in the way of the world, sowing wickedness and reaping and reaping and plowing iniquity and sowing wickedness, you're gonna receive that, man. All right, and that's gonna be your judgment from the Lord, man. You're gonna have a righteous uh, uh, is righteous because everything that the Lord does is righteous. All right, your death is going to be righteous in the eyes of the Lord, man. Whether you getting your head cut off, your body chopped up, all right, you getting raped to death, all right, you getting in a horrible car accident, and you flying through the windshield and your body skidding down the road, all right, um, or the Lord keeps you alive, and you get mauled by an animal, and then you go in the hospital and you die. All right, however the Lord got it set up for you, man. Or you starve to death, all right, or you get acid thrown on you and you just burnt for the rest of your life. However the Lord got it, man. Because you reap what you sow, man. All right, and that's still judgment. All right, but going on into Colossians 3, all right, it says in Colossians 3 and 7, going back into how you put on the immortal, all right, in the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them, but now, so lived in these the ways of the world, But now you also have, but now ye, verse 8, but now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. All right. Lie not one to another, seeing that you have put off the old man with his deeds. Okay. All right. That's walking in the spirit, man. All right. And let me see, I think it's Ephesians 5 and 18. Yeah, it's Ephesians 5. I'm gonna read that too. All right, continuing on, Ephesians 5 and 10, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. All right, and that's renewed and with the same mindset of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, being a different individual than you were the day prior, man. Being a different individual than you were a year before. All right, and it's not gonna happen overnight, It's not gonna happen in a week, It's not gonna happen in a month. It takes time. All right. Um, this is Ephesians 5 and 1. Be ye therefore followers of Yahweh as dear children, all right, as a child, because you got to be reborn, like the Lord told Nicodemus, all right, and walk in love as Hamashiach also have loved us and has given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to Yahweh for a sweet smelling savor. All right, the Lord's blood is what cleanses us, man. Him being that sacrifice is what has brought us back to the Heavenly Father through faith, man. All right, here's some more. It's repetitive because Jake is hard headed, and we need to hear the same things over and over again. But this is Ephesians 5 and 3. But fornication and all uncleanliness and covetousness, same thing that was said in Colossians 3. All right, let it not be once named among you as becoming saints, neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks. For this ye know that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, no covetous man, who is an idolater, has an inheritance the kingdom of Hamashiach and of Yahweh. All right. So if you keep on those mortal things, you're not gonna be able to put on the immortal man. All right, which is what the Lord wants us to do, man. All right, and all that coincides with is just walking uprightly in the spirit, man. All right, and having faith, man, and doing what the Lord commands you to do, man. It's easier said than done, but it's doable, man. Because guess what? Yahweh Shai came down here and did it, man. Okay, all right. He fought, so can we. All right. Um, we just gotta fight. All right. because it's about the Lord's a man of war, so he wants fighters on his side. Because how you going to fight for the Lord in the end times if you can't overcome yourself? You know. Um, let me see. This is Galatians chapter 6, uh, verse 7. Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that sows to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, all right, that mortal, okay? But he that soweth to the Spirit shall reap life everlasting. And that's what you want to do, man. That part of that life everlasting, man, is receiving that crown from Yahweh, man. And that should be your aim. That should be your goal, you know, with your salvation, all right? Um, I'm going to read a few more. Let me get Psalms 52 and 12. Also unto thee, O Yahweh, belongeth mercy, for thou renderest to every man according to his work. All right, so hey, you're gonna get what you put out, man. All right, you're gonna get what you put out. Um, Now I'm gonna get the Lord saying this in Revelations, because it's the same thing, it's the same motto, man. All right. All right, this is Revelation 12 and 20 and 12. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yahweh, and the books were open, and another book was open, which All right, so like my other phone camera, okay, the phone got too hot, so I had to it closed out on me, and now it's not hot no more. All right, I'm gonna read these last few precepts, man. All right, so I was reading before the phone got too hot. I was reading Revelation 12. All right, so choose life, man. All right, choose your how about you outside. All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 19. And I call heaven and earth to record against you this day that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Therefore choose life, but that both thou and thy seed may live. And choosing life is living according to the scriptures, not living according to the world, right? That thou mayest love Yahweh by power, and that thou mayest obey his voice with your actions, okay? All right, showing the Lord that you love him is following the commandments. Showing you how about sin outside that you obey his voice is listening to the prophets and following the commandments, okay? And that thou mayest cleave unto him, for he is thy life and the length of thy days, because the Lord is the Father of spirits. He's in control of everything, all right? That thou mayest dwell in the land which I will swear unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob to give them. And that's the land we're going to come into, man, after America is destroyed, all right? So, Lord is watching, right? He got his eyes is 10 times, his eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun, all right? And also, he got his angels watching, man, all right? Also, according to Matthew 12:36, you're going to be judged according to, your words, too, because your words are part of your works. Tongue is an instrument that you have to control. That's within a part of your body, to mortify it. So mortify it, man. Control yourself. All right. So with that, I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shimon Al-Shai, by Simha Rakakwadash. I give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who will teach well. And I want to say shalom to the full at Kwam Yasharala and Mawaf Labawal. Shalom. And Salat for the technical difficulty. Shalom.